Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out with Richard Riakporhe. This is it, fight week for the first time in just under 2 years. How are you feeling? And also, nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. Just did some promo. Been doing promo all week. It's been crazy. The build up to this is nothing that I've ever experienced before, and it's good. I think it's what I deserve, and now we're ready to rock and roll. Saturday, the camp has gone well, and yeah, we're just gonna get that W and carry on progressing.
Does it almost feel surreal to be back?
Not really. You know, it's funny because it's like sometimes I just lose the consciousness of time. Time just flies. I remember when I started, and now we're here. So it's good. It's good to be here. I knew I was going to be here soon, and we're back now finally.
You mentioned a second ago, this is what you deserve. Do you feel like your time off? You've had a lot of time to reflect on wrongdoings and such in the first part of your career.
Yeah, of course. I had a lot of time to reflect and kind of analyze all my faults, things that I should have done better, things that I did good and want to kind of develop. So yeah, in regards to like boxing, it's been great. Felt probably I needed a bit more of a push from the big platforms, because what I've done, is let's just say that a lot of people haven't done what I've done, especially coming through the domestic ranks. So yeah, you deserve, I deserve a bit more. I deserved a bit more of a push. So now I'm getting that, so I'm really happy.
I do want to talk about the domestic fighters you fought and beat in a second, but kind of on reflecting in the last 2 years, has that been on, learning sides of management? Okay, well, you're self-managed now, yeah, and boxing, so not just, learning and improving as a boxer, but also the business of the sport?
Yeah, of course. Just remember, I've been doing this for a while now. I understand the ins and outs of the game, and I've started this professional. I started my professional career selling tickets on a ticket deal. You know what I mean? And a lot of fighters at the top level, they don't understand what that's like. It's very, very difficult. And I understand that part of the game. Pushed on to boxing, having purses. We didn't have purses on the ticket deal. We had to literally sell the tickets to have pay for the house, pay for the opponent, and then obviously split the rest. It's ridiculous. I remember leaving the shows with like £150, £250. You know what I mean? Like barely anything. But it's kind of, I've got a full understanding of the game and the scope. Obviously, also being around AJ, being around Dillian-Whyte, and understanding how this game works, what the fans like to see. So yeah, it's kind of conditioned me for my position, for what I'm in now, basically, pretty much.
So self-managed now. Talk to me about the decision behind that.
Yes, obviously I had my previous management. I felt like they could have done a better job with me. Obviously, he had his own career to deal with, so you can imagine it's definitely going to be difficult. So I just wanted to take things into my own hands, and hire people to work with me in different aspects of my career. So it's just like a business. Yeah. When you open up your business, you can hire certain people to do a certain job, but the truth is nobody's going to have the same passion for you and for your business as you, and only you. Only you are going to have the same passion for you doing everything that you need to do in your business. It's hard to kind of give a bit of money to somebody. They're going to try to take breaks. You know what I mean? It's just like going to work in a 9 to 5, and everybody's just trying to get as much tea breaks in and coffee breaks in as much as possible. They just want the day to go. But this is my life. This is my livelihood. You know what I mean? I sacrifice a lot of things for this. So I just feel like I was the best person to take control of my career, and fighters all over the world have done the same thing. You know what I mean? It was just a matter of time, I guess.
So there's no bad blood between you and Dillian-Whyte?
No, I don't have no bad blood against him, towards him, sorry.
Right, Sky Sports then, this Saturday, it's on. As you said a moment ago, the backing's going to be huge now with Sky. We're kind of yet to know how big it's going to be, because obviously they've lost the stable of Matchroom, but they've still got a good stable. Kind of, what do you expect, and what wanted you to sign with Sky?
Well, I have a good relationship with Sky. They looked after me over the years, gave me a good promo, and I always dreamed of being a Sky Sports boxer, as well as boxing under the Matchroom stable. Once the Matchroom left, it's like it changed the whole game around. I had to kind of just forget about my emotions and how I feel and who I want to be with, and kind of just understand it from a business perspective, and also take into consideration that this is a career which could potentially be short, and I need to make the most out of it whilst I'm here. So it was just literally just a business decision, and it made so much sense, and obviously everybody can see why, and they're going to see why in the near future.
Obviously, Lawrence Okolie fought on Saturday. I'm sure you would have watched it. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. He did the job. He got the guy out there in a few rounds. Was it the third round? Yeah, and I think third or second. I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, it was it was what everybody expected him to do. So I feel that opponent wasn't on his level. So that was just bound to happen. He got the job done. So good, well done to him.
And obviously, actually, before we carry on with the Lawrence Okolie, the domestic rivals, obviously, there's Jack Macy, obviously, you beat. Chris Billiam-Smith, though, and Tommy McCarthy had a great fight. Chris Billiam-Smith was the winner of that. Do you see a rematch with him being beneficial to you at this point, or do you feel like that's a chapter that's been and done?
Well, it's me. I love to fight, and I always believe that I'll beat all of these guys. You know what I mean? And I'm here for the long run. If we can sort out a good deal, and we can definitely get on 100%. I love to dance. That's my favorite type of dance is salsa. So we could do salsa all night, no problem. I don't have no problem with that.
Salsa with Lawrence Okolie?
Yeah, of course. We can even do bachata. I think with Okolie, we could do bachata because it's gonna be right close and intimate. You know what I mean?
So, if that fight happens, I saw you mention on an interview that it's not necessarily about Okolie, it's more about the belts. Do you not see the kind of the angle that it is about Okolie because he's a huge name and then it escalates your name?
To be honest, I had that type of notion towards it in the past, but then I realized, it's all good chasing, but when you just chase things, sometimes it's like there's some type of intangible repellent, some invisible repellent. So I learned to just attract things and focus on myself. And since I started doing that, everything changed around me. So soon it's going to be a thing where I will be the A side. They can have the belts because there's been, different athletes and different boxers, in our generations and past generations where they had the titles, but they didn't have the following, they didn't have the backing, and they became B-sides coming into fight, household like names. So, I thought, what we can spin it on his head. 100% we can spin it, and watch, I'll do that.
Who's the tougher fight for you out of Okolie and Briedis? Because I'm sure you believe that you're a better fighter or have that mentality, but surely one of them might pose more of a threat than another?
Out of both of them, Briedis, definitely. Briedis is skilled, he understands the game. His boxing IQ is quite high. We saw what the fight that he gave Usyk, it was a very tough fight, and he actually said himself that was the toughest fight he had. I think I need a bit more experience for that, but yeah, soon.
Brilliant. Well, appreciate your time. Best luck, obviously, first fight. That Sky I've had kind of in this new era. Yeah, you must be really excited for this.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be a good show. Everybody tune in October the 2nd, Sky Sports on the main arena, and what is it? I forgot. But yeah, just have a look on the socials, and then you'll see it 100%. It's going to be good.
And just very, very quickly, how often can we see you fight? Obviously, this is the first fight in a couple of years, so it's kind of maybe dust the cobwebs off. But are we going to see you again at the end of the year? Or?
Absolutely. We're already planning ahead, but we don't want to overlook our opponents, of course. But you're going to see, basically, get ready, because you're going to see this mug everywhere. Like, literally, it's going to be annoying after a while, but listen, shouts out to all the haters because you pushed me. And shouts out to the fans, though. Shouts out to the real supporters. I appreciate it.